everyone, welcome back. Got another little card to show you, although this one's a little bit bigger than the last one I've done, so not so little. I want to show you, we're working with the retro flower punch this time, and one of the other EK Success flower punches, which is just lovely. It's part of the twin set, which has got the baby retro in it, but it's got another little flower in it, which is just lovely. I also want to show you how to do a few little stamping techniques on this one, a couple of little tips. So we'll get started. We're going to be using two of the clear stamp sets from PI. I have give you a list at the front telling you all what you're going to need, all your codes, etc. So if you're a retailer, just get straight on the website and order them. If you're a customer or a consumer, then just go down to your local craft shop and say, this is what I want. Okay? So, started off, I've got some black basil cardstock and some white basil cardstock, and I'm gonna just make my little border. You can do this any size. I've actually worked with a rectangular card, and then I'm working with a square on it, and I just think the square works on the rectangle. So, you know, do your own sizes, you don't have to follow mine. Last time when I showed you punching, we done it from the centre. This time I want to show you, if you turn your punch over, you can just go in and see where the edge of your card is going to be. So I'm just going to go along here, and then I know I've got it right at the very edge, and just go along, line it up. I just have to find any excuse to use a Martha Stewart punch because they're just so lovely. Yeah, don't forget, I'll do my hoovering later, always do. So that's our little scalloped border. If I show you around that way, you can see it a bit better. And I'm going to stamp onto this, and I'm also going to emboss. Now I'm going to be using me VersaFine because I do like me VersaFine, but if you work quick enough, you can actually emboss with VersaFine. So although it's a very fast drying ink, you can, if you're quick enough. So get everything ready in front of you. Get your embossing powder ready. I'm using the clear embossing powder from PI. So I'm just gonna stamp it straight down. Make sure there's a nice lot of ink on there, and then straight away get your powder on and shake off your excess. Okay, just gonna get my gun. I think I haven't plugged it in. Just gotta go and plug it in. And there you go, so you can still actually emboss even with the really fine ink. Okay, so let's just put that aside. So that's actually going to mount onto there, but first of all I want to put some ribbon across there. I also want to ink on my ribbon. I love stamping on ribbon. I should have said stamp, not ink. Problem is, I've got this stamp, and because I'm working at home today, I actually left my long acrylic block at the shop. But I'm going to show you, if you just place it down, okay, I'm going to take my Brilliance white ink. This is lovely, this ink. And I'm just going to ink up my stamp. As long as it's on a nice flat surface, okay, you can just take it. I'm going to take my ribbon, stretch it along, hold it down, and then just push it against the stamp. Now, you're probably not going to be able to see this too well. It doesn't really show up too well on camera, but trust me, we've got a lovely little row of white flowers on our black ribbon now, and it does look nice. I'm just going to clean this because I'm going to use this again for the black ink, so I don't want to contaminate my ink pad, so I'm being really good. Should get myself some stamp cleaner actually. PI do some stamp cleaners, so I'll get myself some because they are good. Okay, so we're going to place this down. Now, I always put my double-sided tape straight onto the cardstock and then attach the ribbon to that rather than the other way round, which I've probably preached many a time. But it's only because I've spent ages trying to peel it off, and it just drives you mad in the end. It sticks so well to the ribbon that it doesn't want to come off. And it doesn't want to come off this one as well. Okay, so I've got a little gremlin today. There we go, I'll go from the other end. When in doubt. Okay, I'm going to turn that round that way, I think. And I'm going to pop that on there. now it sticks. Now it chooses to stick. Typical. Never work with children, animals or ribbon. That's what I say. Okay, get my good old Martha's out. Cut that little bit off. Stick that down. Okay, so that's that bit done. So now I want to put a border down the side of my card. So all I'm going to do, keeping my stamp in position, I'm just going to ink it up with the black VersaFine. And this time, make sure your card's round the right way, obviously. I'm going to just lay it straight onto the stamp. So pretty much like I did with the ribbon, give it a little rub just so the ink transfers off. And there we go, got a nice little stamp design down the card. So even though you don't have a block, you don't have an excuse. So just pop that there. Next thing I want to do, I want to make, do my retro flower punch. So another thing I like to do is work with my punches upside down, and then I can see where I'm going. So if I went in there, I can see that I'm not going to get it all. So just going upside down, you can see exactly where you're going. You know that you're not going to, you know, have any holes in there as such. And then just punch through. Now I'm using the sprinkles off the cherry on the top stamps. So they're actually cupcake sprinkles, but we're going to do polka dots with them. So again, I'm just inking up with the white brilliance, and then I'm just going to stamp it down. Oh, I just love this. I've done some polka dot ribbon with this the other day as well, and it looks fantastic with black ink on white ribbon. But I chose to do this the awkward way and done it around the other way. Now, again, you're probably not going to see it too well, hopefully. I don't know whether I've even got that in shot. So I've done about 7 takes of this video now because I keep getting it out of shot. So hopefully you can see that. So that's our little polka dot flower. Then I'm going to take a piece of white basil, and I'm getting to use the EK Success, the flat punches, and they're just great. And they lock in place, so they're just going to stay flat. They're just brilliant. So I love this one. Love this little flower. It makes a brilliant little centerpiece for a flower as well. So I'm just going to take that and that. Get my double-sided tape. It's nearly finished now, this card. It's a real quick, easy one to do. You know, if you're in a hurry, grab yourself a little button, any button. Try not to take them off the clothes until you've finished wearing them. And then stick that in the centre of there. Another little bit of double-sided tape on that one, and then that can go in the centre of your flower. Okay, we're going to stick this down now. So tape. I'm just going to do a couple just to be quick because I keep going over my time. I don't know, I think it's because I talk too much, but well, it is actually because I talk too much, so there's no doubt about it. I think I'll move that down a little bit. That's the nice thing. Another little tip is if ever you stick anything down with double-sided tape and it's in the wrong place, you can always lift it and what we call huff, and then it just starts lifting the tape back up, so you'll be absolutely fine. Pop a couple of little foam dots in there. Let's get that on there. Stick that down. Bit more tape. Doing this a bit scruffy now, aren't I? Get that off. And also I love, if you go over, you just grab it and flick it back over the edge so it doesn't look messy. And then I'm just gonna stick that down nice and straight. And you could put little bits of glitter or diamantes in your little flowers here. So again, hopefully you can see this. And there we go, all finished. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, bye.